Good morning. It's Saturday the 18th of January. Out for my long run. It's the highlight of my week, really. We don't have anything major planned today, so I can just take my time and enjoy it. Hopefully today I'll be doing 24k, something like that. Just a modest increment in last weekend. But it's a lovely morning. The temperature's really nice. To us, I didn't even think I needed my sleeves on. It feels like spring, despite being the middle of January. Such a mild week, and such a contrast from last weekend, which was very cold. But hopefully we've still got some winter to come, because I want to get skiing. So it's been a pretty good week, really. Although, oh, there's a couple of deer. Hi, deer. I've never seen deer in this part. It's just, I love seeing all the wildlife on these runs. Really is the highlight of the week. Yeah, so been a pretty good week. Good tempo run on Tuesday. Kickboxing on Wednesday. And then chest and arm strength and conditioning on Thursday morning. And generally this morning feeling pretty recovered. See if I'm saying the same thing after 24k, but yeah. And next week is a rest week, a recovery week. So yeah, when setting up the programme with my coach Shari, I was keen that we do build in deload weeks, and so we've said really every fourth week is a deload week. And I think having Shari create the programme really just helps me stick to that. Tempting as it is to just add on a little bit more mileage if I'm gonna keep this year injury free, making sure I have plenty recovery time. And to be honest, even if it's in excess of recovery time, I don't mind. I'd rather tip the scales towards recovery instead of maximal fitness gains, because it's not like my big running goals are happening really soon. I've got time to do it as sustainably as possible. So as usual, not really worried about my pace in these long runs. Currently heart rate at 133, which is probably a little high. But that'll calm down in the next couple of kilometres. I'll find my groove. Can't quite get over how mild it is compared to last weekend. This week, all the birds have been singing like it's spring. You can hear them chirping away with a slightly brighter tune. And the days are certainly getting a little bit longer, which is nice. I have to say, I feel really excited about what this year's going to bring in terms of fitness level. You know, if I can safely get up to my long run, training run distance, which I reckon is about 30k, and feel like I can do that, and where's, you know, start adding in more runs, and yeah, really excited to see what it feels like to be able to cope with 30k run and feel like it's well within my capabilities. I'm also really excited to see what I can do in strength and conditioning stuff as well. It's still only, well, it's less than a year that I've been properly back to strength and conditioning, so I'm still making those good beginner gains, which is nice. But to be honest, I don't really want to pack on too much weight. You know, it's nice to have a bit additional muscle, especially for my kickboxing. But I've got to be able to balance that with running. One of the many reasons I enjoy the long run so much is that I feel, for me, I take about 5 kilometres before I get into the right pace and my heart rate settles down. So currently my heart rate's at just over 120. That's really the intensity I feel is good for that long base cardio. And a lot of people say new runners make mistakes by not making their hard runs hard enough and not making their easy runs easy enough. Well, I certainly try not to fall into that camp and make easy runs. I would say though that I know I'm not making my hard runs hard enough yet. But that's alright, I'm less worried about that at this stage. But no, I'm pretty good at dialing it back for the long runs. I think just because I really enjoy doing the distance. It's just nice to be out. Got the sleeves off. and it's just a perfect temperature really. Hopefully you can hear that water running over there. It's an interesting feature from the area's industrial past. So down through in the bushes there's a whole lot of water comes out. It's actually from some of the local mines. It then heads to some settlement and treatment ponds. The water's really like red, like rusty red. Yeah, it was all around this West Fife area was big in coal mining, and there are very few remnants of that time left. It's me coming this little village of Crossford and our neighbouring little villages. Last weekend this stream was not entirely frozen over, but not far from it. So I'm 49 in about 9 weeks' time, and if I watch what I'm doing, I'll be back to running 30 k's in my long run, and unlike last time, hopefully doing it much more sustainably, that I can keep doing it. Unlike last time where it turned out I'd been building up a bit too quick and not building in enough rest. So yeah, hopefully age 49 and probably, well, no, definitely in the best cardio shape of my life, and maybe not quite as strong as I used to be in my late teens, early 20s. Certainly a lot stronger than I've been probably in the last 20 years. Pretty good. I'll be happy with that. So I'm currently just over 9k in. Heart rate's still in a good place. It's a little bit higher than I'd like earlier, but yeah, not too bad. Just to give you a sense of what my route is doing now, so I follow the edge of this woodland, and the woodland, climbing up and up and sort of round the corner, then down the back and sort of through the back of the woods, then come back out to the woods just above where these houses are, down the road a little bit, and then head across here to where that farm is, and that takes me towards Dunfermline, that you can be see in the distance where the spire is. So that's Dunfermline Abbey over there, and then round back to home. Oh yeah, definitely one of my favourite spots, this. So looking over to Queensferry Crossing, Forth Road Bridge down there, Edinburgh and Arthur's Seat straight down there. You get the Pentland Hills on the horizon. That's the Forth there. Yeah, stunning, beautiful morning. Can't quite believe I'm in shorts and t-shirt though. Yeah. But yeah, lovely. Yeah, this was the spot nearly 3 years ago now that I was out mountain biking, and I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I need to get fitter and be able to come out here and enjoy these sorts of places. So So last weekend my route went down there, but my little extension this week takes me down this way. Really nice section of woods to run in. Makes me feel nice and light on my feet, and just, yeah. This is this runner's high. This is this. Putting it into words doesn't really do it justice. Just this travelling lightly and at a decent pace through trails like this. I'm afraid I'm not poetic enough to really do it justice. My big hope is that for my birthday my run will, so I'll be doing 30 k's by then, but there'll probably mostly be not much more ascent. However, I will start to build up that ascent in the last couple of those 30 k's, and I'm hoping by the end of March. So there's a path goes up here and it keeps going up where that tree line is over there. So that's the West Fife cycle lines over here. It's an old railway line. And then up to, there's another little village, so quite a bit of ascent there. And then beyond there's a single wind turbine up in a little hill. Fantastic view at it, good amount of ascent. That's my big goal, 30 kilometers for training run. So I want that to be my regular run because it's got a reasonable amount of ascent. Can't remember how much is in it, but not bad for a little local loop. So, and it's just, you know, I'm in it for the view as much as anything. Yeah, I need to build mileage and build ascent, but I'm not going to be able to do that all at once. So looking towards Dunfermline now, and then Edinburgh over in the distance. I've said it before, I think it is worth repeating. I can't overemphasize how lucky I feel about being able to come out and do runs like this. Lovely area. Weather's usually never that bad. And I feel lucky that I can cope with it, that I can do it. I'm very grateful for having the fitness that I do have. I'll also be very grateful to improve it. I don't waste my time thinking about what other people can do. I think it's great. I mean, it was great this week watching the Montaigne spine race, but yeah, I don't wish myself in their shoes. I'm quite happy to be in my own. So about 14.5k in, under 10 to go, and everything's feeling pretty good. Calves are a little bit tighter than they should be, but we're moving, and not at a too slow a pace. So this is Pitton Creef Park in Dunfermline I'm running through. It was gifted to the people of Dunfermline by Andrew Carnegie, the industrialist. He said this was of all the gifts he gave to people, this was his greatest. And it's a beautiful park. We got Dunfermline Abbey. We'll not see it in the run, but Dunfermline Abbey's just up to the left. So park runners over, they're going over this way. It's lovely to see all the people out. I don't want to appear antisocial, but I'm afraid I've never really wanted to do parkrun. I can totally see the point, but for me, I just enjoy being out, a bit of peace and quiet, out myself. So it's not really for me. Morning. Morning. So that's part of the ruined part of the abbey there. It's a pretty substantial complex of buildings. That's me 20k in. Still feeling pretty strong, to be honest. So yeah, be about another 4k to go. But really pleased with how things are feeling today. And then having this rest week next week, we'll consolidate where I'm at. I will be going to run. I will have a long run next weekend, but it'll be shorter than this run. We're going away for a Burns weekend with a group of friends. We'll be staying in Cronlarich, and I'll probably do a run from Cronlarich to Tyndrum, which is, I think it's 11 kilometres. So certainly hillier than I'm used to, but a lot shorter. So that's 24k done, so a k and a half more than last weekend, which is good. Not particularly fast, I think 6:12 pace or something like that. Average heart rate slightly higher than I'd like at 131, but all in all, not bad. Right hip starting to get a wee bit sore at the end. Not so much the hip, but some of the muscles around it, like TFL, glute med and things like that. But yeah, okay, on to some strength and conditioning now.